resourcing has been a big issue for the child protection sector in humanitarian settings. The Child Protection Working Group did a piece of work several years ago now on funding, using a very, very blunt tool in the box, which is the OCHA's financial tracking service. This is a sort of list of the funding that's gone to each sector in each of the current emergencies that we see. I say it's a blunt tool because many organisations don't report into this system what funding they've received and who it's from and how they've spent it. Many other organisations report in a slightly lazy way. They may take a chunk of money, several $1 million, and report that they've spent it under a very broad category, so multi-sector response or something like that. So it's hard for us to tell really how much of that has gone to child protection, and it's hard for us to tell, what's not in the system that has gone to child protection. So there are many, many caveats around this a piece of research. But as a blunt tool, it really showed us, some quite drastic results. And we realised that child protection as a sector is the second least funded sector of humanitarian response. Worse only than education. And if you unpick that, it's actually even worse, because education asks for a lot of money and typically receives a small portion of that. Child protection doesn't ask for very much money typically, and we receive even less. Resourcing is a big issue, and it's the responsibility in part of the global level interagency group to make sure that we are very clear about the enormous number of affected children in emergencies, the range of risks and threats that those children face, how they're different for boys and girls of different ages, of different social groups, and the solutions that humanitarian agencies can achieve for those children, and why therefore we need to receive the funds in order to make that work possible.